What is good? What is good, YouTube? We are here and we have a special unboxing slash unpacking, whatever you want to call it, of my Clear Braces Direct, the Invisalign aligners. I'm gonna let you know how my first week has gone and how I've been finding it so far. I do actually have them on right now, so there's a bit of a list, but I thought we'll go through the packaging and let you know what it is that you get, or what I got, and how this journey is gonna go. So we'll start with the scanner, which I will show you how I've used it. I've only used it once, and it is pretty straightforward, to be fair. So basically, this is the scanner that you get, which is for monitoring how the progress of the aligners are doing against your teeth, and so that you can, you know, conversate back and forth with the orthodontist or my orthodontist. And this is your mouth guard, which you put in your mouth, and it magnetizes to the scanner, just like so. And in here is where you slot in your phone. And with the app, it will automatically go through the tutorial on how to use it. The light will come on, like your camera light, and then you just move the scanner appropriately to each areas of your teeth. It will take pictures and it will send them automatically, after reviewing that the pictures were good, to the orthodontist, and the orthodontist will give you, you know, pointers or advice or whatever. So far I haven't gotten that because it's just been my first week, but that is the scanner that you receive. And next, which comes in a pouch, which is nice. Next is the actual aligners themselves. So I have 14 aligners. So this is going to be a 4-month journey, and they come like so, all 14 of them, and they're numbered. So my next set will be week 2, week 3, week 4, all the way up to 14. And instructions, self-care instructions on how to use the aligners, like so, as well as a carrier case, which is probably really important actually, because each time you want to eat, you have to take the aligners off, or drink something like colored water, you take them off. What I'm doing is I'm just drinking water or flavored water throughout this whole journey. So it's going to be tricky because I can't be bothered to take off the liners, drink, put the liners back on, because it's quite, it's not so much painful, but it is very discomforting when I feel when I take them off and then put them back on, because it's like my teeth has to adjust and readjust kind of thing. But overall, in terms of just the pain in general, because it's my first week, I wouldn't say it's painful. But then again, the only major thing I want done is the gap. As you can see, that gap, and you can see the aligners. When you zoom in close is where you can actually see them. But if I'm just like normally talking, you're not gonna notice them. So far this week, no one has noticed that I've had these in, so that tells you something. They're really good, very inconspicuous. But in terms of pain level, depending on how your teeth is and how much adjustment or fixing needs to be done will kind of determine how much discomfort you're going to feel. So let's just say a toothache, see, that's the list right there. Let's just say the toothache is like the painfulest, right? So everyone's had a toothache before, but then below that, you'd say, I don't know, you have like soreness, just regular soreness. Then after that, you probably have, I don't know, somewhat of a discomfort, and then below that will be a niggle. I wouldn't even say on that chart, I would say it's just discomfort, and it's, for me, it's mainly the top row, because of that's where the majority of the moving is going to be. But overall, I have been getting used to it. So I think probably by the end of week 2, I would be really used to it, and there won't be any kind of level of discomfort whatsoever. So there is that. But in this carrier case, which I think is quite important, is your, I guess they're like gums, so that when you put your aligners back in your teeth, you have to bite down on this. See, when I bite down around the front, that's where it kind of hurts a little bit, because there's a lot of movement, but you gotta bite down on these so that the aligners have fit in snugly onto your teeth. And then of course, when you take these out, you put them back in. I'll do it right now, just to show you. And this is, you know, how they look. I'm not gonna zoom in because it's just all yucky and saliva and stuff like that, right? And then bottom row, same thing, same exact thing. There's not really much needed on my bottom row besides just a little straightening, but so it doesn't really feel too like sore or anything like that. It's just mainly my gap right here. But this is how my teeth looks so far. I'll actually post pictures and whatnot of how they was before I even started this, and then as the weeks progress, going into my final tray, we'll do like a comparison and whatnot. But yeah, this is basically what this is for and what you do. I'm about to eat right after this anyway, so that is that. After you have eaten or drank whatever it is you're doing, or what I'm doing, you gotta brush your teeth, ideally floss as well, and then you put them back in until you're gonna do the whole thing all over again. So far it's been pretty cool, and yeah, I'm quite excited to see how this is gonna turn out by the end. It was last year, just before my 37th birthday, that I decided to do this, and I did my first consultation. So any kind of links to any of these videos connected together, I'll put this on like a playlist for you to check out, will be in the description. Week 1 of Invisalign is everything that you get within your bag or my bag. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting journey. Oh, which also reminds me, at the time when I did my consultation, I did consider veneers, but I didn't like the fact that it's not actually your teeth. It's, you know, it's essentially enamel being put over your teeth, and your teeth are getting shaved down for them to fit, and I didn't want that. Nor do I want my teeth to be absolutely perfect. I just want them to be like, just the gap closed really. So that was like my decision when I was thinking about this last year. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting journey. So I'll catch you all in the next update video.